Okay, you receive the pre-fight instruction, recibiste las instrucciones. Protect yourself all the time, protégete todo el tiempo, okay? The trunks a little bit high, los pantalones están un poco altos, they're gonna be okay right here, okay? So, this one is okay, okay, good luck.
There are no real standouts in the lightweight division today. So both of these fighters can do themselves some good as far as the future is concerned, making other fights.
Let's go, let's go.
There are standout fighters, incidentally, both below the lightweight division at 130 pounds, where you have Floyd Mayweather Jr., and also at 140 pounds, one division up, where, for instance, Costa Tszyu holds sway. So there's money to be made around the 135-pound division, if not necessarily so much in it right at this moment. And maybe that's one of the reasons that Leonard Dorin has gone for that goldenpalace.com deal, which we first saw on the back of Bernard Hopkins the night that he beat Felix Trinidad.
This is turning out to be a good fight right at this point. Both guys are shooting short, accurate punches. Nobody's looping any shot. And the experience level is interesting because Dorin got his experience from the 254 amateur fights, and Balbi got his experience actually as a professional fighter. He had a long career up and down, but he's seen him settling into becoming a good professional fighter at this stage right now.
Yeah, 53 fights overall for Balbi, and he's 18-1 in his last 19 fights, including the victory over Lorchi to take the title that he holds right now. The general lightweight average for output of punches per round, Manny, is around 75 or 80 punches around, and here are two guys who will routinely throw 100 punches around. And
they're very accurate punches, too. A lot of guys are just throwing punches to try to out-hustle each other, but these guys are shooting accurate pinpoint punches, and they're all designed to knock somebody out of the hurdle.
You need only to look at the body of Dorin to see how strong he is, how difficult he'll be for an opponent to move when Dorin wants to come forward, as he does relentlessly.
The best punch, since Balbi has decided evidently not to box, is going to be the short left uppercut for Balbi to try to land, because it's not that easy to hit Dorin on the outside, but he's very vulnerable for left uppercuts through the middle.
Yeah, given Dorin's style, I asked Balbi at the fighter meeting yesterday if he wasn't going to box, and kind of surprisingly to me, he said, no, I'm going to go out and fight him from the opening bell.
And he's having problems right now because he's fighting in a rough zone right now for a man to be as short as his opponent is.
You know, it's always great for the spectators when both fighters have the same plan. I think both of these guys are determined to walk through the opponent, although right now it's Dorin who's going forward.
This fight has turned out to be what most of the fans are expecting the next fight to be.
Yep.
This fight doesn't have to be fought in the telephone booth. This fight can be fought in a telephone.
And the way it's going, you cannot tell who has had the most amateur fights out of most professional fights. Both look like the seasoned professional fighters.
Well, you know, these guys who come from, I hate to generalize, Romania, Kazakhstan, Georgia, a lot of the eastern countries, they favor strength, they favor relentlessness. When they become professional fighters, they fight pretty much the same way they did as amateurs. And as we go to Balbi's corner, where the Argentines will be speaking Spanish, our interpreter is the illustrious Ray Torres, Los Angeles' salsa dancing king.
Watch your head coming in, okay?
No.
We don't need that. Just watch the mouthpiece. Hey, you gotta move your head. You gotta move your head. And be careful. Be careful with the head. You listening to me?
Use your head movement, use your jab on your way in, and use combination there, not one punch. Don't land the right hand. Don't leave with the right hand. Keep that right hand on the chin.
Here's a replay of the headbutt for which Dorin was warned, Emmanuel.
Yes, but I don't think it was necessary purpose. It's just his style of fighting. And I actually almost have to fault Balbi for the most part. We shouldn't be fighting him that close.
Well, a fighter takes a chance when he allows the shorter man to bear in, as Balbi did. Punches in round one. It was a feeling out round. Balbi only threw 82. Dorin limited himself to 96.
Unbelievable. and the thing about it is, Balbi enjoys a tremendous height and reach advantage, but he's not utilizing it.
Now, this reminds me of when we used to watch Riddick Bowe in the heavyweight division go in against shorter heavyweights, lean over, engage them on the inside, and fight him as though he was 5 feet 10 inches tall.
Riddick Bowe is probably the most effective short-range puncher and inside fighter that I've ever saw in the heavyweight division, to be a man 6'5", and beat a lot of his guys, including Evander, primarily by fighting them on the inside, as well as having a good long jab outside.
Balbi just wants to out-throw Dorin, and right now he flurries several times with the left hand, trying to go to the body over and over again with the left hook is Raul Balbi at this point.
He may have hurt Dorin in the body.
Yes, he's very effective with his left hook to the levers. And when they get in close, Dorin gets square. He loses his balance very much when he gets inside close. He's perfectly square. He doesn't maintain a distance where his left foot is in front of his right often.
Dorin is so squared up all the time, it's of little consequence whether he's a left-handed or a right-handed fighter. He's just a square-shouldered swinger.
Yeah, and he's effective in that because of the fact that Balbi is not moving around to take advantage of the bad balance. And it gives actually Dorin more advantage as far as pushing Balbi back by getting in that position often.
You know, they're starting to open up now.
That's an understatement.
Not so inhibited as they were in round one. This is something.
It's a good thing that neither one of these guys are a devastating one-punch knockout guy.
You know what's amazing about all this, Emmanuel? Dorin has barely broken a sweat.
No, he's a good. The last fight, I was very impressed looking at the film when he won the title. He came on very strong at the end. I was really amazed at his stamina.
And look at Balbi cranking it up, backing Dorin off with body shots. Wider variety of punches for Balbi. He throws them from more angles, and that's becoming a factor now.
Now, this may end up being the fight of the year for 2002. We're starting off with the first fight being the best fight. Maybe.
Well, it'd be hard to steal thunder from this main event tonight, but these guys are trying.
Oh, no one is getting hit that clean, but they're just short punches. But in particular, the left hook to the liver that Balbi's led is going to be a big factor going down the stretch.
Whoop! Hey, each Thursday through the Super Bowl, don't miss Inside the NFL, where this kind of action takes place conversationally. Chris, Dan, and the gang making their playoff predictions, plus their usual raucous commentary, and special features, including more with Chris Rock comedian Wanda Sykes. She's hilarious. Inside the NFL, every Thursday on HBO. All the guys have done a phenomenal job this year, but I make Chris Collinsworth an early favorite for the studio Emmy.
Double up the right hand, Leonard. Double up short right hand inside. Boom, boom. You got me? Leonard, don't fall in front like this. Don't fall. You understand?
Yeah.
Sit down on your punch.
You got to hit him to the body now. Just bend over. Let's give him some water. Get some water, please.
I think it's fair to say that there's not a single person in this arena who ever heard of either one of these fighters before they came to the arena, and they were on their feet cheering.
Yes, and everyone expected to do this for the next fight between Mickey Ward and Leon.
But there is a bruise and some swelling above the left eye of Leonard Dorin. And that'll be a situation worth watching in the rounds to come. Although, of course, the way he fights, Dorin may not need to see his opponent in order to be effective.
You know, when one of these Eastern European guys, or maybe anybody, comes across an ocean, settles in a different country so that he can turn pro, takes his family with him, you know he is a serious guy about what he's doing.
It seemed like the most effective punch may be going down the stretch, may be the left hook to the liver of Balbi, followed by the left uppercut. Dorin is having good success with the short left hook to the head when they're getting close. But I don't know, with the experience of Balbi in professional fights, going down the late rounds, I think the left hook to the liver of Balbi is going to be a big factor.
And though Dorin looks so strong and obviously is built like a fire plug, he only has 7 knockouts in 19 fights. So that indicates to you that one punch at a time, he's not all that powerful.
No, he's not.
And that's a hard case for him to make with his style if he can't really hurt an opponent.
Yeah, that's right.
You know, also, I was watching the fights that he's fought so far. He pretty much chased taller guys down, and maybe he's not used to fighting at this pace. He usually takes himself, pressures the guys, and fights when he wants to because everyone is trying to get away from him.
Moments ago, another sensational left hook to the body by Balbi, and a series of those left hooks to the liver, round after round, may take some of the steam out of Dorin, although he ain't showing it right now.
What is this show called? Real Men, Real Fights?
So far.
The fact that Balbi fought a lot of tough fights, in particular winning the title, where he came on strong at the end, I believe his stamina may possibly be a little bit better going down the stretch.
And the fact that he's the younger man. And while Dorin has only 19 pro fights, he had those 254 amateur fights. And Emmanuel, you're always explaining to us how the long amateur careers can take a lot out of fighters.
Can take a lot. 254 fights. The body's got just so many fights in it, the same as automobile has got so many miles. When automobile is at about 200,000 miles, I don't care how good it looks, things may start falling apart.
Well, not to mention, of course, that Dorin, through the overwhelming bulk of that period of time, in fact, all of it was a state-paid professional in Romania, so he wasn't taking any time off. He was in the gym every day.
Continually. He was a professional fighter as an amateur.
Whoa!
You like it?
Let's get a wet sponge on him. Sponge him down. Okay, take a deep breath. All right. Now listen to me now. You gotta keep throwing punches. Just keep open your hands. Just, and make sure throw in the uppercuts. That way you'll pick them up.
Move your head. You have to use the defense, okay? Drink a bit, Leo. Drink. It's gonna be a long fight. Drink. All right? Use your jab, Leo. Use that jab, Leo.
CompuBox numbers through round 3. Balbi 90 out of 276. Dorin 134 out of 327, meaning together they've already thrown more than 600 punches. Harold Letterman, how do you have it through those 3?
Look at Jim, 29-28, 2 rounds to 1. Raul Balbi. Jim, I gotta tell you, I'm impressed with the guy's skills, but I don't understand why he's fighting like that.
Big left hook by Dorin.
He just, you know, he fights Dorin's style. He gives Dorin a chance to whack him in close. But be as it may, Raul Balbi out-punching Leonard Dorin in rounds 2 and 3. 2-1, Balbi.
That was
Dorin
interesting.
gets in another big left hook on the break.
Right, and Balbi looked at the referee, and the referee said, defend yourself.
And what's interesting, he wasn't hurt by the left hook, even though it was a clean punch.
You know, but the most important thing right now is that Dorin is busting up. He's got a cut under his right eyebrow, starting to bleed.
And that bruising over the left eye also. So both eyes have problems for Dorin, and Balbi's still relatively unmarked.
And if you remember in our fighters meeting, we asked Balbi had he ever been cut. He says out of his entire career, he's never been cut.
Yeah, the right eye is getting bad for Dorin.
Oh, take a look at that shot of Dorin. It's a bloody mask now.
Bring the punches. Let's go. Hey, 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 hey. Let's go.
Dorin in the gold trunks, former Romanian, Olympian, and World Championship medalist against Raul Balbi of Argentina in the black trunks.
And a left hook hurt Dorin.
I got it.
The left uppercut is doing, I think, most of the damage to Dorin's face. It's really catching the shots right between the gloves. Even though he was hurt with a left hook on the side of the head.
This is going to be a doctor fight, and I think the referee is calling for the doctor right now because Dorin looks really bad.
Hey. He can go. Okay. Time me. Let's go.
Dr. Andreas Hernandez allows Dorin to continue after referee Rafael Ramos asked him to come take a look.
I got it. No punches.
And you can expect Dorin is going to go wide open now with everything, as if he hadn't already before.
And I think Balbi's fine with that. I think Balbi at this point thinks he can take Dorin's power, and he's going to counter every time Dorin throws.
I got it. No punches.
The fact that he got with a clean left hook on the break and only complained to the referee.
Very good job, Raul. Very good job, Leonard. Give him some water. Very good job, Leo. Okay, one more, Leo. Listen, Leo. When
How you doing?
We're fine, thank you.
You okay?
Leonard, listen to me. When you go with that right hand, you understand, Leonard? When you go with your right hand, don't load too much. Let it go smooth, Leo. Remember that pistol? I want a pistol. I want 1-2. You understand? I don't want a big 1-2 long. I want a quick.
Vicious offensive assaults by both fighters throughout the fight. Emmanuel, show us what happened here.
Well, Dorin's best punch, as I said earlier, was a short left hook to the chin. Just unfortunately, he's not a devastating one-punch fighter. And also, Balbi has said he's never been cut.
There are 3 writers from out of town attending these fights. One is Ron Borges from the Boston Globe, Mickey Ward's home area, and the other 2 are from Bucharest, Romania, to see Dorin.
So you're saying there are twice as many Romanian boxing writers as there are from the national press corps here.
Regardless of who wins, just both of these guys are going to be very popular with their fans on TV after this fight. As we've labeled it, against Ludabella, real men, real fights. This is what this is turning out to be.
Lou DiBella, advisor to various of the fighters on the card here, including both Mickey Ward and Jesse James Leha, and the man who brought this fight together as an advisor to both Balbi and Dorin. Hard right hand by Dorin momentarily drives Balbi back. In this fight, a long rest period is a second and a half to breathe.
Come on, bring it up. Let's go. Come on. Don't hold it. I got it. Don't punch it. Let's go.
We've seen a handful of elite, tough, well-schooled fighters from Argentina over the years. Victor Galindez, outstanding light heavyweight champion in the 70s. Julio Cesar Vasquez, a junior middleweight champion who once fought Pernell Whitaker.
Carlos Monzon.
This guy comes from a real pro fighting tradition, Balbi.
No punching. I got it. Let's go.
He said that Galindez and Vasquez were his role models in the ring. Too young to have seen Monzon.
No punching. Let's go. No punching. Let's go.
For his part, Dorin says his favorite American fighter was Mike Tyson, who incidentally has been spending a fair amount of time here in San Antonio recently. Dorin with a chopping right hand to the jaw of Balbi. momentarily backs Balbi up into the ropes.
I got it.
But all of the blood in the ring is from the face of Leonard Dorin in the gold trunks. And that is the big problem he faces now as Balbi continues to build the tempo. Timeout by referee Rafael Ramos, who is bringing the doctor in once again to look at Leonard Dorin in the corner.
Let the doctor look at it. I already start the clock, okay? Let me have this cold call.
I know it's okay. All right, yeah, well, I'm the doctor. I'll decide, okay? You still have the time. Go get the timeout, okay? All right. And it looks like it's okay, all right?
How you doing?
It's okay.
It's okay?
Second time,
Okay.
Dr. Andreas Hernandez decides it's okay to allow Dorin to fight. So now time is now in. They should get close to another minute now before going back into the ring.
Set up with the jab, Dorin. You understand me? You set him up with the jab under there. Slip under the jab.
Balbi's resistance to cuts has been a big factor in this fight because both guys have been hit a lot.
The middle of the fight, my friend.
Well, and this kind of sets up what could be part of the story in the second fight, because both fighters in the second fight are prone to cut. And part of the battle there will be between two of the greatest cut men in the sport. Yes. Joe Souza in the corner of Jesse James Leija, and Al Gavin in the corner of Mickey Ward. Through 5 rounds, by CompuBox numbers, there have been 365 punches landed in the fight, one for every day of the year, and only 18 of them have been jabs. 347 power shots traded in the first 5 rounds.
That opening jab by Dorin was a power shot.
I was telling CompuBox wizard Logan Hobson at the beginning of the evening, I said, Logan, I hope your thumbs and fingers are limber tonight. This will be a button-pushing night for the CompuBox counters.
No punching, no punching.
So far, so good.
The upward punches that are Balbi shooting is really what's causing a lot of the eye damage, because those punches, they glaze you and they cause a lot of damage to eyes, particularly when Sugar Ray Robinson hit Conor Basilio so badly in the second fight that they fought as a result of those right uppercuts. You know, they don't land solid, but they glaze you up as they come up underneath. And Balbi is concentrating a lot on shooting a lot of those left uppercuts up between the middle.
No punching, no punching. Clean. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
What about the psychological distraction for the fighter, Emmanuel? I mean, obviously, you're a professional fighter. You know that it's possible you're going to get busted up in there. You're supposed to just fight through it. But deep down, you know your face is becoming hamburger. Isn't it tough?
It's very tough, and I've noticed beginning to affect Dorin. I'm quite sure, having most of his career been fought as an amateur where you don't suffer these type injuries, it's a new experience for him because he has not had that many professional fights where he's been busted up. In fact, he's only had about 19 fights, so this is a totally new experience for him.
And he's won them all. Normally, this is what he's doing to the opponent, as opposed to the opponent doing it to him.
It's normally he's the aggressive guy, and usually everyone is trying to stay away from him, a little short bull, so to say. But as soon as the referee moves out of the way, Balbi runs to him right away and meets him right there, man to man, and that's something he's not used to.
Balbi almost slipped on the Miller Lite emblem, but kept on throwing punches anyway.
Don't hold it, baby. Don't hold it. Come on, come on, come on. Keep it clean. Let's go.
Dorin is moving in primarily straightforward, very little of head movement at all, and that's what makes him so vulnerable often in time for those shots up through the center.
More big left hooks for Dorin. Balbi challenges him back with 2 right hands of his own. These are hard flush shots landed by both fighters.
And if Balbi would take a step back sometimes when Dorin comes in, he would be more effective because Dorin loses his balance, but Balbi's always right there with his body there to support him.
If either man was a Costa Zoo-style puncher, somebody would have been pureed by now.
How you feeling? You all right?
Cuidado con la cabeza. Los dos están entrando con la cabeza.
Both coming in with their heads.
Double jab. Double jab on you win. Then you're going to set him up with the right hand. You're going to knock him out with the right hand. You got me, Leonard?
So if you don't do that, you come in and you give it's a tough job for you.
Okay.
Because you come with combination. Okay? Yeah. You got to set up with quick speed.
Leonard, the referee, the doctor can stop the fight if you get hit like this. Don't give yourself for nothing with your hand.
Yeah.
Use your jab on your way, and then the right hand going to come.
Trabajamos, ¿me escuchaste lo que te dije? Agachate, me voy a
Fuera.
So you heard Dorin's cornerman telling him that he must step up the activity level yet again and try to prevent the doctor from taking advantage of the possibility to stop the fight, given that his face is busting up. Harold, how do you have it through 6?
Okay, Jim, 59-55, 5 rounds to 1, Raul Balbi. Jim, you know, Leonard Dorin just has a hard time seeing those shots coming up. Those cuts are above the eye. The blood's going into Dorin's eye. It opens up very early in the round, and Balbi's just peppering him with good, hard, clean, you know, combinations, left hooks, right hands. So, based on the clean punching, I like Raul Balbi. Dorin gets in an occasional good shot, but Balbi's just landed too many.
Well, there may now be a cut on Balbi's right eye.
Unless that's Dorin's blood.
No,
you better look. Low blow from Dorin. Balbi's going to get 5 minutes, and you're right, Larry. I believe. Nope, I think that's Dorin's blood.
I think it's from Dorin.
I think it's Dorin's blood on Balbi's right eye.
Huh? You got to bring those punches up.
One
okay?
indicator being that Balbi has not put the glove up to his eye a single time. So he's not checking to see if it's his own. And he wants to fight again.
That's a good point, Jim. Normally, if a fighter's cut, you see him start picking and feeling. Especially a man who said he's never been cut in his life.
Immediately.
He would probably panic.
Remember Sonny Liston in the 3rd round against Cassius Clay in Miami Beach in 1964? Immediately putting his glove to his eye as if to say, what? Me cut?
Better yet, July 7th. I remember a guy named Victor Camacho Jr.
Yeah, there you go. We'll be talking about that in a minute. As we set up our main event.
I got it. Let's go.
Dorin is trying simply to impose his energy, his will on Balbi.
There's the first Miller Lite slip of the fight. And it happened in several of our undercard bouts. Yeah, he's trying to impose all that on a guy who's unimposable at this point, Larry. Right?
That's the way it looks. You wonder what effect his weight advantage has, having come in at 148 before this fight. 13 pounds over the lightweight
I got it. No punches.
limit.
Let's go. Fuera.
And unofficially 7 pounds heavier than Dorin.
Going down the stretch, I think that weight's going to be a good advantage for him. In addition to his energy level.
In addition to his greater variety of skills.
Yes, he's very, very focused. Fights with a lot of spirit.
Let's go.
In addition to the fact that it's hard for judges to give a round to a guy who looks like Dorin.
Yes, and the ring, the blood is starting to bother him a lot, too.
And given the devaluation of the peso in Argentina, he is a very hungry young fighter still.
I got it. Let's go.
Made $45,000 for winning the belt. He doesn't know how much it's worth anymore.
The belt to the 45. Both.
What he's doing here tonight is more important than any belt.
Hey, Larry, as we watch these tremendous action fighters, what's your take on who are the top action fighters in the sport?
Well, we put together a graphic of the guys who come to fight. Leja Ward, Gatti, Acelino Freitas, who fights a big fight next week against Joel Casamayor in the junior lightweight division. But we have a list of a few others. In the left-hand side, you see some champions and ex-champions: Barrera, Mosley, Trinidad Vargas, Zhu, Ayala, Castillo, Girov. You could put Johnny Tapia in there, Manny Pacquiao. And on the right, ranked fighters, Jesus Chavez, Antonio Diaz, Eccles, Julio Gonzalez, and the others, all guys who come to fight. Nobody who comes to their fights thinks they wasted their money or their time.
Keep it clean, keep it clean, clean. I got it.
Harold Letterman gives yet another round to Raul Balbi, who's now won every round on the Letterman card since the first. Last round was the first one in which Balbi, by CompuBox numbers, both threw and landed more punches than Dorin. So Dorin seeming to begin to slow just a little bit, almost certainly as the result of the swollen and bleeding eyes.
Make the punch, let's go.
I'd say the furious pace has something to do with it.
However, the GoldenPalace.com people have come up with a better ink than was the case in the Hopkins-Trinidad fight, because that decal was gone by this time on Hopkins' back, and it is purely visible to this point still on Dorin.
Well, they stuck it on Hopkins' back, and this time they painted it on Dorin's back. When Hopkins sat down between rounds, it came out for the quarter pads.
Live and learn.
No. Come on.
They could fight this inside a cell phone.
Keep it clean, let's go.
One of the 5 that Manuel Stewart carries around.
Come on.
Manny, toss a cell phone in there so they can fight this fight in it.
Which one? AT&T?
Oh, anyway.
Nextel, Vice, Wall Street, Verizon.
I got it.
Time Warner is what we prefer.
Three hard lefts and a 3-punch combination to the head. 3 lefts to the body.
Even if you can take a good body punch, when you hit on this like hitting on a piece of meat, you just hit on it enough right there, sooner or later it becomes tender.
Just try to imagine, if you're a layman sitting at home, the kind of work it takes in the gym day after day, month after month, year after year, to get to a level where you can put forth this kind of effort face to face. It is truly incredible.
It's the toughest sport there is, and unlike a lot of other sports, you can't say timeout. Jim, you can sit down. Larry, you can come in. No, that's it. You are the entire team.
This is like running a marathon while people are hitting you.
Straight, solid shot by Dorin, right on the point of Balbi's chin, and Balbi just keeps on coming.
Don't hold it.
That left hand of Balbi is doing a #1 paint job.
A surgical paint job.
Point away, okay? You understand? Okay? Let's go. I got it under control. ¿Está bien?
Listen to me. Okay, now we got to work a little bit more. You see, if you throw, you won't get hit. Yeah.
You understand? Put that jab in there. Put that jab in there.
Incidentally,
get hit.
if there is anyone out there who happens to have legible videotape of the 1992 U.S. Olympic trials match between Shane Mosley and Vernon Forrest, the last time Mosley was declared the loser rather than the winner in a boxing match, please call the number that you saw on your screen. We are looking here at HBO for videotape of that fight.
I got it. No punch. Let's go.
As soon as the bell rung, Balbi comes out and starts punching right away. Normally, Dorin has everyone moving away, and he can take his time and pace himself and try to corner the guys. So he has someone that is making him fight a lot faster than he normally fights.
Well, I'd have to say that the same is true for Balbi.
Yeah. Balbi's primarily getting mostly hit with one thing, the short left hook. And Saban, when he gets in close, does not realize that he has to keep the right hand on the side of the head.
I got it. No punch. Let's go. Keep it clean.
There it is again, as Emmanuel Stewart pointed out in the early rounds, that left hook, left uppercut.
Left uppercut after that.
That Balbi throws so well.
Come on, come on, come on.
If this is making you dizzy, take a deep breath and relax and get ready for the main event, which will provide much the same kind of action, unless we miss our guess.
I don't think it's going to be that much action in the next fight as compared to this one. I think it would be a second place.
Yeah, because Jesse James Leija has legitimate professional boxing skills.
Yes, Jesse is not really that much of a brawler, unlike the way the image is going into this fight. He's a very conservative, laid-back fighter that places his punches very well. Fundamentally, he's very sound.
I got it.
But Mickey Ward would be at home in this fight.
Mickey Ward has said that this is what he wants.
I got it. Let's go.
That's the left uppercut again. That's the punches doing so much damage to the eyes.
I got it. No punches.
That is the first moment that I thought Dorin just looked hopelessly weary and worn down by the action here. There's a look of defeat in Dorin's face, although his body is still moving.
Yes. Let him go. Bring the punch in. Let's go.
Beautiful right hand by Dorin. And a left hook. And a left hook. And another left hook.
And I think he hurt Balbi there.
And another left hook.
He definitely hurt Balbi. Balbi trying to regain his legs. Even as he keeps throwing punches, neither man willing to clinch.
And Balbi's defense is down right now, too.
Another shot like that, and we could get a reversal of fortune right here.
The one thing that Balbi did, he stayed in close and he smothered Dorin if it's that way possible, short as Dorin's arm just. By using his shoulder, he's keeping Dorin from getting set to land another clean punch.
That was the first time in the fight that one of them was stopped in his tracks.
This next round could be very interesting.
Leonard, the guy is finished. Hey, listen to me. We got 9 minutes to go, my friend. 9 minutes.
Just as I was about to count him out, Dorin stepped up his level of effort one more time and may, at least for the moment, have turned the tide. Top lightweights, Larry, who are they?
Let's take a look at this division. Celino Freitas and Floyd Mayweather, junior lightweights, are going to be moving up to the 135-pound class to face some of these guys. Castillo, Spadafora, and Balbi own the belts. Castillo recognized as the champion, but no clear-cut star here. Lascano, Manfredi, and former champions D.B. Johnson still in the picture. Lascano and Manfredi have mandatory shots coming up. This is going to be an active division in the next couple of years with one or both of these guys in the picture.
Incidentally, Lascano has on his record a disputed decision over Jesse James Leija, who we'll see in the main event. All of Leija's supporters believe he should have gotten the call against Lascano.
What a shot that is.
Dorin hurting Balbi last round should have given him that little extra confidence that he probably needed at this stage in the fight.
Harold, did Dorin finally win a round on your card?
Oh, yeah. Without question, Leonard Dorin won round 9. I got it 7 rounds to 2. 88-83, favor Raul Balbi. I mean, Jim, I don't know how in God's name you could give Dorin a round from the second up until the 9th. Raul Balbi just kept working and busting the guy up. I mean, he was really bothered by the blood going into his eyes. Bob Miller, veteran cut man from Albany, New York, kept him in the fight, doing a good job in Dorin's corner. But even still, Leonard Dorin bleeding badly, and I know it's hindering his vision. Can't see the shots coming most of the time. Interestingly enough, Osvaldo Rivera has been screaming at Rafael Ramos, the referee, to stop the fight. This is the manager of Raul Balbi, but, you know, Rafael's not being intimidated by it.
I like the job that Rafael Ramirez has done so far. Or Rafael Ramos, I should say, referee. Help to give the spectators some fantastic boxing action here in San Antonio.
I got it. Let's go.
Another low blow.
The right hand missed, but the low blow didn't.
You got to bring those punches up.
And a point deduction. So Dorin gives away whatever he gained by winning the 9th round with a point deduction here in the 10th.
You okay?
Well, that's the way to slow your opponent down for a minute.
Stay there.
Manny, let's take a look at a replay of the low blow.
That wasn't that bad a low blow, but the fact that the man's body's probably tired, probably hurt, but it wasn't one of the worst that I've saw.
Come on, bring those punches.
There's another one again.
And there's another one.
And I don't think he's doing it on purpose. I think it's just the way his head is being pulled down at the time when he's punching.
Well, Ramos is facing a possible disqualification issue here now, the referee, as he'll have to penalize Dorin a second time in the round.
No, he doesn't have to penalize him.
No, he doesn't have to. That's right. That's right. He doesn't have to.
He can warn him about a disqualification, however.
Hey, you got to keep those punches up, okay? You understand? Okay, let's go.
And that's what we were talking about.
This is about as vicious a fight as I have seen in a very long time.
I got it. No punching. Let's go.
Outside of, say, play it to the bone or Rocky 5.
I mean, this is
epic stuff.
Morales Barrera 1. If the stakes were as high, if we knew these guys, we'd be saying this is just as good a fight as that one.
Morales Barrera 2 likely to take place in 2002.
Dorin is being very effective with that short right hand now that Balbi seems to just stand straight upright, and as he gets close to him, he's been able to land on his short right hand right on the chin continually now.
No punching. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Both fighters making a lot of friends here in San Antonio and around the country.
As they get ready to go to the championship rounds, 11 and 12.
You gotta bring those punches up, okay? Bring those punches up.
Right on the nose. We need a super right hand there. Super right hand with speed.
And the hook. Finish with that hook to the head.
Yes, sir.
You say yes, but you don't do it, and do that job.
These are fighters who know how to win fights and fans.
How about the low blows, Manny?
The low blows are low, but they're not the worst type. It's really hardly on the cup, and sometimes he'd probably been better off getting hit there than getting hit directly in the solar plexus.
Well, plus the referee before the fight told Balbi that he was wearing his trunks a little high anyway.
I think Balbi maybe is a little bit fatigued right there and needed a kind of break.
In round 10, 177 total punches thrown by the two fighters, 171 of them power shots. Harold Lederman in effect saying that Dorin won the round, but of course a point was deducted because of low blows, and now there's another slip. Crowd's getting tired of Balbi's trips to the canvas and his rest periods for the low blows. They would just as soon see both fighters continue to risk themselves to the max.
No punches. Let's go.
Once again, Dorin staggered Balbi momentarily, this time with a short left hand.
If he had a little more power. If he just had a little more power.
So he's landing a lot of good, clean punches. It just is a power shortage is just the biggest problem he's got. Because at this stage, if he was a power puncher, I think he possibly would be ahead in the fight. You watch when you get inside. Now, Balbi is using his shoulders quite a bit, using experience from professional fighting. When they get in close, also he starts pushing with his left shoulders.
More of those left uppercuts by Balbi, so effective throughout the fight.
I I got it. Let's go.
Dorin working to the body, but mostly with arm punches. Now there's a right hand shot upstairs.
Yeah, right hands have become effective the last 2 rounds.
Straight right hands.
Both of them are landing right hands a lot now.
You hold him, baby. You hold him.
Dorin, when he just runs at Balbi and fires that straight right hand lead, is usually able to catch him as Balbi starts with his defense low.
He starts out with his very slow and he gets caught with that short right hand. But sometimes he gets off and catches Dorin right on the chin as he's coming in. Balbi's using his left shoulder a lot the last 2 rounds.
There's a straight right hand by Balbi and another right hand on a counter inside. And a big left hook, and now it's Dorin who is wobbled by Balbi's stuff.
But Balbi should take a step back or move off from an angle. He would be more effective. He still stays in a straight line. That's the only thing that's helping Dorin keep his balance.
If Balbi did that, Manuel, he wouldn't be Balbi.
Another low blow by Dorin.
He would be cheap.
Ramos actually saw this low blow. Ramos didn't see this low blow.
He does what he does. And that's pretty good.
Dorin trying to take advantage.
I got it. Let's go.
And Raul Balbi shakes it off and just keeps going. Well, here's the good news, Raul. If you can make it through one more round, you probably won the fight. The bad news is it'll be like walking through a carpet bombing session in Afghanistan.
What's going on? Last round, Pepe. We got to win this round.
Punch no more, all right? Right into the head hook. Right into the hook.
Your hook is good, okay? Hey, Leo, you got to be...
Hit him with everything you got.
Hands up, good position. Explosion, okay?
You got it, Leo? Explosion, Leonard. Come on.
That's your caption for the fight.
Come on.
This fight doesn't need words.
Bueno.
The fans putting their hands together can tell you the kind of fight it's been.
Leonard Dorin has thrown 997 punches in 11 rounds. Raul Balbi, 864. Both are landing punches at about a 40% connect rate.
Let's go.
High level of punishment in San Antonio. 235-pound fighters coming to the 12th round.
I got it. No punching, please, remember. No punches. Let's go.
Another straight right hand by Dorin. Pot-shotting Balbi.
I got it. No punching.
When they get in close, Balbi is crossing his legs. He's kind of leaning to the right and got his legs halfway crossed. And Dorin is taking good advantage up with the little short left hook when they get in close off and down.
As Dorin comes toward him, Manny, Balbi is starting to lean early to try to counter the physical strength of Dorin as he leans into it. That's dangerous. He can lean right into a punch.
Right into a punch.
Come on, I got it. Let's go. No punch.
Hard to imagine what, if anything, Leonard Dorin can see at this point. But he lands a perfect right-hand shot directly on the jaw of Balbi.
Well, one thing, Balbi's not dancing and jumping on the ring, so he just has to anticipate where he's at and let the punches go.
He's not even creating the slightest angle. He's just standing right in front of Dorin.
Perfect right hand again. He's walking straight through like a little tank.
Late rally in the fight by Leonard Dorin of Romania and now Canada may have been sabotaged by the low blow penalty.
No puncher. Let's go, clean.
a tough first act to follow with Jesse James Rahal and Mickey Ward.
But if anybody's up to it, those two might be the ones.
Keep it clean, guys. Keep it clean. Limpio. Cuidado, I got it.
Beautiful right hand lead again by Dorin.
Half a minute to go in the fight. And Leonard Dorin do something to pull out the upset against reigning 135-pound title holder Raul Balbi. One of 3 different belt holders in the division. He took this version of the title from Julien Lorcy in Paris. Something of an upset, but a clear decision for Balbi.
No. Watch it. Let's go.
Dorin is really trying to land those right hand leads a lot now. A little too late.
They keep on throwing, and the crowd rises in a standing ovation for 2 fighters who provided about as much entertainment as our sport can offer.
A heck of a way to start the new year.
Harold, 12 rounds in the books. How do you have it?
Okay, Jim, I thought that Leonard Dorin really looked strong in the last 4 rounds. Certainly that 1-point deduction in the 10th didn't help him. 115, 112, 7-4, 1 even. Raul Balbi. You know, Jimmy had a tremendous early lead. Should have had a big enough early lead to retain the title. I think without question, he's got to win the fight. You know, Dorin did the best he could in the last 4 rounds, but it was too little too late. I think Balbi just had too big an early lead. So I honestly believe that Raul Balbi deserves this fight. But Leonard Dorin, what a gutty performer. Tremendous performance in the last 4 rounds.
I had Balbi ahead as well by a couple of points. Maybe 7 rounds to 5. Any penalty thrown in.
Well, it's one of the old sayings in the fight game. The fight could have been fought in a phone booth, and early on you heard Larry Merchant say, hey, this one could be fought in a phone. Hey, it could be fought in a cell phone. So this is the kind of action that obtained throughout the bout. I would call these highlights, except, of course, that the fight was pretty much fought on the same plane all the way through. No highlights, no lowlights, just this stuff over and over and over. Let's go up to Michael Buffer and find out who won.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 12 rounds of boxing, we go to the scorecards. Ray Hawkins scores the bout 115-112. He has it for Balbi. Dwayne Ford scores the bout 114-113. He scores it for Dorin. Gail Van Oy scores the bout 115-112 for the winner on split decision. And new champion, in Romania,